Hey everyone, welcome back to Carrots and Olives. My name is Brittany, and today I wanted to share with you some things that I'm doing in my Hobonichi A6 home. So, real quick, one announcement is that the ink I was using in my last video, I was wrong. It's not Chokuro, the platinum color. I thought it was odd because it was so brown, and I put it in my Twisby. I think my Twisby had some black ink in it. And so when I first mixed it in or added it to this pen, it was, it turned out really, really dark brown, like almost black. Anyway, I thought it was the black platinum Chokuro, but it's not. It's a brown, pretty brown color. In fact, I don't even know which brown color. It was a sample from a pen friend. So honestly, I can't quite tell you. The information that I put all this stuff in was coming from this color. All right, let's get that out of the way. So I was watching a video from Job. And for those of you who don't know who Job is, he is a stationery addict. This is my definition, I guess you could say. He seems like a really nice guy. I've never met him in person, but I have seen a lot of his videos, and he has some amazing stationery. I would say he's more well known for his love for Traveler's Company and his heavily used Traveler's notebooks. So anyway, he has a YouTube channel, he has Instagram, he does artwork, I think he has a Patreon, he has all the things, and he has some really great stationery inspiration and just fun things that he does on his YouTube channel. He ended up talking about how he was using his A6 Hone, and you know me, I've been struggling with how to use this, and I feel bad that I haven't been using it to its full potential this year, since this is my first time with any of the Hones in the A5 and A6, and this would be something I want to keep. I know I have multiple other A6s I've used over the years, and I've used them almost fully. But this one, I just really didn't have time. And so anyway, I think I found what I love about this from inspiration from Job. So he has been using it as a planner, which I think is his first year using this as a planner. I mean, technically this is meant to be used as a planner, I think initially, but you know, Hobonichi has so many different options. Anyway, so he uses the time tracker on the left for like daily tasks that happen throughout the day, and then he will write just a little bit of something on the right side. And I think he's doodled a little bit, and he's put in stickers. And so I was like, oh, could I do that? This page is not big enough for my planning on a daily basis as a solo notebook, solo planner. Like I need the A5 size. Even the B6 was just too small for me to be able to jot everything down and have room to really see like what I'm doing throughout the week. So these have to be supplemental or, you know, something else. Well, I realized I could do his, you know, what he was using. I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch of people that do the same thing, where they write down their tasks or what they have planned for the day, and then maybe do a little bit of journaling or doodling or something else. Anyway, so I decided to take that idea and try it for myself and see how it would work. So really it started on April 9th, and I didn't put as much effort. I want to go back a little bit if I can, but again, these are timed, so I want them to represent things I actually did and not things that I think I did. So I can only go back so far, and I probably won't go past this because I don't think I can remember 2 weeks what I did every single hour. So then I was like, okay, I'm getting it. What can I doodle here? You know, so I could pick anything from my day to doodle. Or even something that maybe wasn't a highlight of the day, but something that did happen, I will doodle. So I was thinking through that. And now I'm kind of getting into it. And now I'm really getting into it. and then really putting in some stickers to kind of fill in those gaps, and also using up my little sticker sheets that can be kind of hard to use up. I don't use stickers as much as I used to, but I'd still like to use stickers. So trying to find little spots that I can use them. I want them to make sense, but they don't always make sense, and that's okay. So then I really got into it. I really like this. This is my favorite so far. This one, I feel like I could just, to fill in this gap, I was working, nothing really happened. So then getting into it again, like what can I draw? Oh, I started shopping at Shein, and I finally got my first order. This day, just happened to search Netflix, came across this video or this movie, and pulled my boys to the couch and we watched something together. And then still got to fill this out. There's a few more things I could add here. And then this day I didn't want to forget. Some days I will put like a little bit of something that I did. Doesn't happen all the time, especially if I have a big photo. I prefer to draw because I feel like it's easier to draw something smaller on a smaller scale than it is on a bigger scale, like in my A5. Like I used to draw in my A5, but now I don't do it as much anymore because I feel like it's just too time consuming, and I'd rather journal about what I did. So here I feel like, oh, I can just make a little doodle, something that happened, and get it done in a timely manner and also feel accomplished. So anyway, that's what I've really been enjoying. Plus, I can capture this, like what I've done throughout my day while I'm working, because it's just something really quick that like I jot down. Versus my A5, which I kind of have to do either at the beginning of the week or like on a serious like lunch break where I could really sit down and look at what I need to do. And so my A5 takes a little bit longer, whereas my A6 doesn't. And it's more for fun. And so I don't have to feel pressured to complete things, although, you know, it's kind of hard to not put the pressure on yourself when you are into these type of things anyway. This is what I've been enjoying, and I figured let's do one together. So this is the original, I think it is. So I don't have the days of the week like the English version has. I also wanted to use my bronze Coeco and use the platinum. Finally, I found it. I had put it in this little pouch here and completely forgot about it. So I found it. I knew that if I'm buying an ink sample from one of the online stores, especially like Venice or Pen Chalet or Goulet, they usually have it labeled, whereas this one wasn't labeled. And I was like, that's kind of weird, because I sometimes get samples from friends. So I was like, I was struggling to find the bottle because I was like, there's no way that this is the color. It's supposed to be black and it's supposed to be labeled because I bought it from Venice. Finally found it. We are going to ink this up. I do prefer like an extra fine, and I did have an extra fine in this Kaveco, the pink one, and it's been smoothed by Dan at Nibsmith, but I can't take out the pen nib and feed on this one. And plus I don't want to use this one because this is permanent ink and I don't want it to stain the barrel. So I feel like maybe it'd be better with this guy. Okay. So like that. Okay. Let's do this, and let's not spill like I did last time. I need a napkin. Okay, so today we are going to work on April 20th. And I like to start off by labeling the day if I can remember, if I'm not in a rush. Sometimes I'm in a rush. I am in a rush and I will do it later, but for the sake of time, I think we could do it now. I have some time. I have some stickers here I don't mind using. Actually, I can use my pencil board. I finished a sticker set. Yay, I could throw that away. So today, or the 20th, was Saturday. And it's a little bit thick because this is a medium. And on Saturday, yeah, it's a little thicker than I wanted it. But I think I can make it work. Okay. So let's see. I did wake up around 6.
Around 6:37, and then I think it was around, did you see that ink? It's coming out. It's purging. Don't know why. Why are you coming out like that? Okay, so we woke up a little early. Well, actually, this was normal. It's kind of later than when we wake up in the middle of the week. And then on around 11:30 is when I did a workout. And then I went to the farmer's market. Now I want to keep, there's this red line here that divides the left page from the right page, or the left side from the right side, and so I want to try to keep everything within that line, so sometimes I will go into the second, the line below it if I have something longer to say. And then I went to the commissary. Sometimes we mainly order from the commissary, and if I can order online, I check my order before I go to pick up, because almost always without fail, something is not going to be in stock. And so I don't know unless I look. And then it's frustrating if I plan meals around things I'm expecting to get in my order, and then it's not there. So in this case, I did check at the commissary app, and they didn't have some of the stuff I really needed. So I went to the farmer's market ahead of time, and then picked up the rest of the groceries at the commissary. And then I came back home. And then actually, I was literally in the kitchen preparing food almost from 2 to 6 o'clock. So, I prepared pizza dough for today because it has to sit for 24 hours since it's made from scratch. And then I also made dinner, and we had steak and veggies. And then after that, it was just hanging out. Gosh, I fell asleep a little bit earlier than I wanted to. I had wanted to journal, but I ended up waking up in the middle of the night, and it was already like midnight. So I had fallen asleep around like 9, and that wasn't my intention, but I was just out for the rest of the night. So there's that. So that's my day. Okay, so because there's so much space down here, I'll either use it up by drawing or a sticker. So one of the things I do want to draw is me going to the farmer's market. I love the farmer's market, and I'm trying to figure out, I don't ever take pictures, but this is just going to be from memory. Okay, and then they have all these little baskets out there. Oops. With a whole bunch of different fruit and veggies. And then you walk in, and they have just a ton of fruits and veggies. Sometimes fish as well. Working on a pizza dough that I've never done before, but my sister gave me her recipe in my mixer. Kind of drew it a little too high, but I think we're okay. It's okay if your pictures kind of blend into each other, and you can even say, you can even write as well. And then for dinner, let's just make the dinner plate. So we had steak, and I usually cut up my kids' steak because they will not typically eat a full piece of steak, so they can usually share between them. And let's show the charred lines. And then we had some garlic bread. That is the best. And they're like in those long rolls. And we also had some rice. And then we had some parsnips. And I chopped them up so that they look like little french fries. And my kids love them. They taste so different than a lot of other vegetables. So they actually tolerate them. And I roasted those so that they would taste yummy. And then I also had my chickpea salad, which is my favorite dish. And I make it every week. I've made it every week for the past couple months. And I am still not tired of it. So I'm just going to draw a bunch of chickpeas. And then since I have the space, I'm going to just write what each of these things are. So that's how I have been using it. I think, let's see. Just add a couple stickers here. This actually kind of makes sense. And we are on Sunday. Let's go back to my extra fine. So it's Sunday. We can just get started a little, making sure I'm still in frame. So far, what have I done? I did wake up around the same time. And, oh, let's see. Did wake up and I made donuts. No, bagels. I always get those mixed up. Like I think one thing, but I say the other. Make dough for bagels. Wash clothes. And I also made some French toast. So my bagels, I can draw them. I haven't made these bagels in a long time. So I was missing them. And usually when I make my bagels, I add cheddar cheese and jalapeno. My favorite. And then I make enough for the week so that in the morning I can just have something really quick and easy. So I made enough for myself. Anyway, you might be able to hear that. My baby is now awake, so I have to attend to him, but glad I was able to do a little session with you guys.
Yeah, so let me know what you think, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.